Hello, and welcome back to Elden Ring. This is part 21 of our initial run through the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last time, we went through the Shadow Keep back gate, beating Commander Gaius, getting to the Elbenorg Shack, and to the Scadutree Chalice, which got us 5 Scadutree Blessings, along with going from the Tree Worship Passage to the Sanctum to the Scadutree Base, fighting the Scadutree Avatar, both of which gave us a Remembrance, giving us an option for 2 goodies. For Gaius, on top of getting his armor set, I got his weapon, the Sword Lance. From the Elbenorg Shack, I got the Sharpshot Talisman, and we got the Land of Shadow Incantation from the Scadutree Avatar. We also got Mikla's Great Rune for beating the boss. Though, what that actually does, not entirely sure. But we also got the Lacerating Cross Tree Talisman from Needle Knight Lita here, as a reward for killing the Horn Scent. And she's also got new dialogue.
Ah, there you are. I'm afraid Sir Ansbach will have to be next. He insists that he's nothing but a worn-down over-the-hill soldier. But in his day, he was the feared commander of the Pure Blood Knights, who cleaved open Mikla the Kime with his blood blade. He claims he hasn't the spirit to take up his sword again, but I doubt it'll be very long before he recalls, as I have, the cascading sheets of blood. I'm afraid he cannot be left to fester. I've come to a realization. There's ample evidence. Without kindly Mikla's influence, I'm quite mistrustful of others. I've come to a realize there's ample evidence. I'm quite mistrustful of others.
Alright, so Horn Scent, I was fully willing to kill him. Ansbach, I'm a bit more hesitant on, because I like Sir Ansbach. But, as I've said before, Needle Knight Lita is a fellow light greatsword user, and you have to respect the dignity of the weapon. So, if there's ever a conflict between 2 characters, I'm going to stick by whoever has the better weapon. I mean, in general, whoever I like more, but part of that has to do with what weapon they wield. And Needle Knight Lita has the best weapon. She also has a cool armor set with the cape and the helmet. So, I like Sir Ansbach, but if I have to choose, I'm going with the fellow light greatsword user. But also, I was thinking, maybe, perhaps, because this, it's purple, and it breaks spells, and this is purple, I don't know if... Don't think it's doing anything, though. But one last time we can imbibe the nectar, because I do always enjoy this little animation. You died. So, Just want to see if it does anything.
You must kill Mikilla. Grant him forgiveness.
If it doesn't do anything here, I'm assuming that we're gonna have to kill Mikilla to get to the next part. Yep. Tragic, but we can now head to the Viaduct Minor Tower. And that's where we are going to start making progress on this part. At the ancient ruins of Rauh, as it is apparently called. Alright, so the summoning pool is off here to the right, and there's a path, because there's like no plants there, heading off to the right. But always head to the left first. Left is always the way to go. The boars. I'm not gonna go around killing the local wildlife. That looks like an elevator. Which we're gonna take. We see giant stone plate on the ground. We're gonna stand on it. Is that good for our health? Typically not, but we're gonna do it anyways. A spirit calculus. Terrifying. Yeah, it's just a crafting item. Oh, hi. Well, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think those enemies are a bit too easy. Because, like, a one-handed light attack from a greatsword being able to stun lock, it just feels like they should have a bit more staying power to them. It feels like they should have both more poise and more health. We can summon Torrent. Can we summon Torrent in here? We can. Gentlemen. How do you do? Yeah, see, that's what I expected. That's what I'm talking about. When I say staying power, I want you to have staying power. That's what I want. I don't want to be able to just walk up and one-hand R1 you to death. I want you to have a bit of oomph to you. Yeah, see, there we go. Just running up on a group of enemies. And hitting you with the R1 spam. That should be death, not something that you can just think about. Make me regret my life choices by fighting you. That should be the goal. Alright, so what was the point of this area? Like, unless this is a little secret spot, I don't see the point of this. Unless it's like, just get some runes. Oh. One of those things, okay. Those things are pretty cool. I believe we found 2 at this point. There was one hanging out way over here in Charo's, or Caro's Hidden Grave, whatever tower you pronounce it, as a mini boss, and then there was one at the beginning of the Shadow Keep. That was an actual boss, and it had like a phase 2 and everything. And that was cool. I don't know if we can platform onto this and if there's any point to that. It didn't look like it from first glance, and that's all I need. So, we can go after the giant hippo. Oh, Mr. Hippo Man. Steak America. And a, I know these have an actual name. I just call them spirit mounds. Or spirit pillars. Hey, you. I feel like I shouldn't have been able to roll through that. But here we are. I went through all of my stamina there. Hello, friend. Oh! Right. I still don't really know their timings. Because oh, it's on the wrong side. But 11k and a Scadutree Fragment. Yeah, I do enjoy them. They're fun to fight. It's kind of strange because a lot of the mini bosses and the bosses of Elden Ring really hit hard, and they just kind of don't. And so it does feel slightly strange getting hit by them, looking at my health bar and going, oh, I don't need to heal yet. Because a lot of the bosses and mini bosses, that's exactly how it goes. I get hit and go, oh, that's way more of my health bar than I think. Or more than I think it should. Whereas those guys, very reasonable damage. In fact, I feel like they could do a bit more damage. Not a whole lot, but a bit more. And I don't know if we have the room to stand on this, actually. We do. I don't know if this has a purpose to it. It doesn't look like it. This area looks very cool, though. But we can head back to the site of grace, because I don't see anything else here. Could be missing something, but I didn't see it. So this way we go. And once again, that looks like the path of progress. And we are very much allergic to the path of progress, so we will go anywhere and everywhere that isn't that. I didn't think we could go all the way back here. Oh, yeah, there. Ta-da! Alright. Don't fall off. But... bear. I love bears. There's another red bear. Something else I've noticed is... I don't think that saying the game can't decide... like, I don't think that's the best way of phrasing it, but... the game is very much bouncing between... having the... Oof. But the game is very much bouncing between having the red bears and having the brown bears. Okay, anyways, Bond Stone and Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook 2. So this is a reusable item. It causes a spiritual explosion, consuming sprite dwelling within Spirit Stone. What? A large burrow stone studded with a perfectly white gem, said to be the polished form of a very special kind of crystal. A ritual implement made to control explosions of spiritual power, used to cause spiritual explosion, consuming the sprite dwelling within Sprite Stone. Bonds with the sprite were made to be broken. That makes no sense to me. Oh, isn't the Sprite Stone like an item? I think so. I don't know where it would be. Polterstone. I don't know where it would be. But I thought I remembered seeing that somewhere. Well, who knows? Let's see the other thing. Ah, Sprite Stone. So that lets you craft Sprite Stone. Yeah, this. Uses FP to release a sprite that slowly hones in on enemies. Alright, so you craft this, and then you use it, and then it consumes FP and slowly floats towards enemies, and then you use the Bond Stone and it explodes. That seems a bit needlessly complicated, but okay. a second one over. These things are vile. They have hair on them. No. 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 Bugs with hair are the two most like, it is a cursed combination. They are two things that should not exist together. Hair by itself, not really a problem. Oh, there's a giant door here. We can open it. I don't know if I want to open that. Oh wow, there's a ton of items. And there's a thing here. So I feel like this was the way of progress. So we can go back up first to see what's up there. And then we can come down here and check out these areas. But yeah, hair by itself, totally fine. It is a naturally occurring thing. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. And then bugs? It really depends on the bug. Like, scorpions, not bad. Spiders, however, pure evil. So, can't go this way. And don't have the map either, so we should probably do that. That could probably help us out. Give us a pointer on where to go. But, like I said, individually separated, they're mostly fine. Together, however, like bugs that have hair, no, that's pure evil. That's unacceptable. Like, no, just hairy spiders, no. That is a thing that should not exist. I was about to ask, what is this? Still, what is it? I don't know. Right, but... Nope. Alright, so that leads outside, so that looks like the way of progress. So we can go not this way right now. But yeah, if you ever ask yourself, like if you ever find yourself asking questions like, is God real? Just remember, hairy spiders. And that should answer your question. I mean, if hairy spiders didn't exist, then it'd be very difficult to know. It's like, maybe. Alright, Kung Fu Panda. Rest your weary soul now. Oh, that I was about to say, that looks like the Sparkles of Grace. It was not the Sparkles of Grace. There's, however, a Spirit Spring jump. Oh my god. There's so much here. We just got a Scadutree Fragment. Was that like a guaranteed drop from a random enemy? Or is that just like lying on the ground? What was that about? Alright, but I don't know which way is progress. This feels like it's more self-contained, whereas that went outside, so I'm leaning towards this being the non-progress way. We can see an item down there. Bug. Yeah, see, like, these bugs, totally fine. Because they don't have hair. So, to wrap that up, hairy spiders disprove God. There you go. Oh, bug. Oh yeah, Torrent doesn't get the health from the Slurpees back. Slurpees being the Blasphemous Blade and Taker's cameo. And how you'd, like, slurp health back into yourself upon getting a kill. Like this. It's got the visual, it's got the noise. Like, it's there to let you know that you're slurping health back. And, oof, this place is so extensive. I thought that this was gonna be like a 5-minute little just look around the area. Oh wow, such a pretty little location. But no, everywhere we go it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like there's just an endless amount to explore. I mean, this one little area that we're in, I still don't have the map fragment, but this one area that we're in, if this were any other, like, game company, this would be like 10% of the game. This area, mind you, not this whole section of this, but this like small little piece that we're in would be like 10% of the game. And they'd go, yeah, this is its own unique area. Dry leaf whirlwind. Alright, one dry leaf. Dry leaf. 2, starting in the middle, dry leaf whirlwind. This skill represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial artistry, rising to the air with a series of spinning kicks before crashing down with one final strike. Imbues kicking attacks with energy, increasing their range. Usable on hand-to-hand weapons. Okay. But, oh, over there's where we fought the hippo, so this is how we get over here. And down there, between Torrent's horns, we actually got there before. Here. We went here and we went to the left, and this building right here was a teleporter. And it took us down there. And down there, we got the Verdigris Discus, which raises defense with higher equip load. But yeah, this would be like 10% of the game, and here it's like 2. Cardboard's coolest. I've been in here the last of the flesh of my body. Scadutree Fragment and Ancient Ruins Cross Message. Starting in the middle, we found the sealing tree just ahead, but if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling, that of Sir Mesmer, which we already killed him. Oh, Side of Grace. But yeah, this would be a massive part of the game. Oh, he's getting angry. So that definitely feels like progress. But also a lot of things feel like progress. That... Alright, well, I don't know what we're doing, but I don't know what he's doing, and I don't like either. So we're just gonna not. Also, this kind of looks like a Crucible Knight. Is it a Crucible Knight? It is a Crucible Knight. That red gold color palette. Ow. Sir? Sir, I'm seeing fire and I'm not liking it. Alright, yeah, that... I should have jumped. Again, I'm not liking the fire that's coming after us. That feels like it wouldn't be good for our health. And this Crucible Knight's just ignoring it. Yeah, that is getting extremely close. Like, that fire almost touched us. Alright, 1, that's awesome. 2, that's not. 3, I'm not okay with the centaur magic. Ooh. It looks very cool. Doesn't mean I'm okay with it. And like I said, this is my first time fighting this guy, so I don't know his timings or his moves or anything. But Devonia's hammer and the Crucible hammer helm. So first, looking at the weapon, it is a strength faith based colossal weapon with physical and holy damage. Great hammer wielded by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights, weapon forged of primordial gold, marked by its reddish hue and inhabited by ancient holiness. A torrent of life is engraved upon the striking face. Unique skill, Devonia's Vortex. Using the power of the Crucible Vortex, violently spin the hammer around and slam the ground, causing a shockwave. This skill can be charged to increase its power. I'm more interested in the magic that they were using. But a helm worn by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights, holds the power of the Crucible of Life, the primordial form of the Erdtree, strengthens aspect of the Crucible incantations. It is said Devonia quested in search of the Crucible's origins and departed from the lands of the Erdtree alone. Departed alone, that means that there's not going to be any more. That kind of sucks because I really enjoy the Crucible fights. Obviously, there I was not good at that one because it's my first time ever seeing them, but I really, really enjoy the Crucible fights. They are some of my favorites. But moving on. Fine Crucible Feather Talisman. Improves back steps, but increases damage taken. Does that mean that it increases the distance, the iframes, the frames in general? Like, what does it increase specifically? That puts us here. Oh, snails. Snails. Snails are kind of cute. Slugs especially, since they don't have the shell. Ooh. I don't think we can open that door, can we? I thought that was an enemy getting up. No. I wonder if those are just flavor decoration, or if we can open them at some point eventually. I'm leaning towards flavor decoration. But yeah, the Crucible Knights are so good. Eee. There's still... I think it's over here. There was an outside area. Is this something new, or did we come in from this way? It's been so long, I don't remember. We came in from this way. Yeah, like going through here, I thought this was going to be like a 5, maybe 10-minute thing. But it just exploded into a massive area. It was this way. Yeah. Like I said, any other game, or any other dev team, this would be a massive area. But with FromSoft, it's like, oh yeah, this is just a tiny little side area. Here, have some character that's important to the lore, just hiding out on a rock. And there's just stuff everywhere. And it always goes way further than you'd think. Spider Scorpion Ashes. 41 FP. Summon Spider Scorpion Spirit. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of a spider scorpion. This scorpion is larger than a human. Ooh. And attacks with pincers and a poisonous tail. Appears some distance from the summoner. This breed of scorpion was native to the realm of shadow, but was far smaller in size, recent giant scorpions are said to trace back to the Church of the Bud. Alright, so the 41 FP cost, I'm assuming it's like the normal ones, not that one. That... Because that one took like 10 swings. Whereas these ones take like 2 or 3. So I'm assuming it's more like these because of the FP cost. Alright, yeah, so that's a circle that loops in on itself. And it's nighttime. Yeah, it's just getting into nighttime. So it's dark. There's the fire giant that was throwing very unfriendly fire at us. So that should hopefully put where we are in the perspective for you. I saw one of the... I was about to say, I saw one of the, like, goblin enemy guys. Orcs, trolls, whatever you want to call them. Again, they shouldn't be that easy. Like, they really should not be that easy. The footsteps are down there, I would assume. I don't know if we can survive this. We can. But yeah, these guys feel too easy because of how you can just R1 span them in combination with their health. Like, I feel like they should have more poise and more health. Oh, is this the area with the hippo? The hippo mini-boss that we killed? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Good to know, good to know. That seems very far away. Rauh Ancient Ruins East. We can do this, and then we can head back here because, remember, there's still the main path that we didn't take. We can probably get an upgrade, yeah. Does it take 4 now? No, it still takes 3. And we are close to a level. But yeah, remember this, at least this looks like the main path. And assuming it is, that was all just a side path. If this were any other game developer, like game studio, that would be a major main section. That would take up a decent part of the game. Like I said, probably around 10%. But here in Elden Ring, no, that's just a side area. Just a normal side area, nothing to see. Just another casual stroll through the forest. We got a Revered Spirit Ash from that guy. That's one of the many reasons why FromSoft is like the gold standard for game development. Because they just go above and beyond. Oh, hi. Yeah, they go above and beyond in so many aspects. Oh, my bones. Me bones. Okay. We probably have enough for a level now. But I heard apparently some people thought that the DLC was going to be kind of like medium-sized. Kind of like the size of a normal DLC. Oh, we can actually open this. I didn't think we could actually open this. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want to go here. Oh. There was a lever there so we could open it from the other side. That's good. Also, we were like half health. Maybe below half health after fighting that guy, and we are now full health. Didn't take a single sip of our orange flask. Fire Sprite Stone. Consumable. Skills A in Arcane, C in Intelligence, and Faith. Use FP to release Fire Sprite that bounces along the ground. The sprite pierces through enemies, dealing fire damage. Of all the sprites, the fire sprites are said to be the most boisterous in nature. Okay. I don't know if we can get down there just by dropping. We can probably go down through this door and around, though. We'll have to see, though. I see the small scorpions. But yeah, that's part of why I see HP regen builds as being so good. They're not that good against bosses, but exploring through an area, especially if you're not that good or don't have a whole lot of knowledge on the area, or if you're just lazy and not properly dodging attacks. Oh, it's so good. Because you can just trade blows. You can just tank hits. And it works so well. I'm gonna be hit. Yep. Oh my, there's another one of these. Oh my. So expansive. Unless this is the place we've already been to. Well, I mean, we can open this door now. So kind of doesn't feel like it. I think we may have been here though, because the snails in the wind tunnel. It feels like we've been here before. Yeah, pretty sure we've been here before. It's so easy to get lost because these areas are so expansive. Remember, there's this and another way to go. Whoa. Sir, calm down. Sir, calm down. I saw you. You can't hide from me. You can't hide from me. And I think we've been here before as well. Yep, that guy. Don't want to fight him. Yeah, look. This place is so expansive. It's so easy to get lost. There's so many different places to go. That's part of why I don't typically sit down at Sites of Grace. Oh, yeah, this is the beginning. Okay. So, look at it, all interconnected. Oh. Still don't know how to get down here, but maybe that's this way because it is pointing down. But yeah, that's why I don't typically sit down at Sites of Grace or teleport. Because doing so resets all the enemies, and then it's harder to figure out where you've already been. Also, if you look at our damage, this would go up to 4-4, this would go up to 5-4, this would go up to 2-4, so dexterity is the best in terms of damage. And here, Mesmer's Spear, which is a great weapon, does physical fire damage scales off of physical and faith, kind of like Blasphemous Blade. And what does it need? It needs dexterity, so I swapped out my longsword for this. I'm not saying that I'm going to swap out the Blasphemous Blade because it still has the HP regen, which is really, really good. But we could at least give this a try. But I think I'm gonna end this here. Because... Alright, so this was a main section, or like a path we're supposed to go, rather than just a little side area. But still, it was so expansive. It weaved in and on itself so much. There's so many places to go. That was incredible. And we got some good stuff out of it as well. We got the Bond Stone, which I'm not going to use, but I can see some people doing meme builds with it. We got the ability to craft Sprite Stone, which is used with the Bond Stone. We got the Ash of War Dryleaf Whirlwind. We got 2 or 3 new Scadutree Fragments. We got a message. We got Devonia's Hammer, a colossal weapon. And we got to fight a new Crucible Knight, which up to this point, by far, or at least by quite a decent bit, the most complicated. I mean, they had a centaur form, they had the Miranda Sprout laser beam attack, very cool, along with a great hammer, colossal weapon. We also got a helmet that strengthens aspect of the Crucible incantations, which I'm someone who really enjoys the aspect of the Crucible incantations, so really enjoy that. We also got a new talisman and a new Spirit Ash for a DLC enemy. And some new items like this in the Fire Sprite Stone. We also got to see a new Fire Giant over there, which we can mark them, because I'm not fighting any of them yet. But yeah, we also got to see a giant hippo mini boss, along with being able to see the ancient ruins of Rauh. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is a very visually distinct area, and not super clear because it's nighttime, but the stone ruins, the pillars, the giant trees, and the foliage overtaking an ancient civilization. I absolutely love that kind of visual. So, good progress today. I'm happy with it. We can see what Mimic's Veil does. Pot. There's usually 3 different things you can turn into. Giant pillar. I don't know how big this is. We can't see the top of it. Once again, pillar. Once again, pillar. It really likes the pillar, doesn't it? Yeah, it really likes the pillar. And then here's the third thing, a collection of tablets. So, very much stone-based. But, yeah, good progress. I'm happy with it. And, yeah.